Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and it's time for a little World of Dragons. And I have been busy, like a busy little beaver, behind the scenes since the last episode, doing a lot of upgrading. So if we spin around and take a look, that's the tier 5 guard tower, that's the tier 5 guard tower, that's the tier 5 fishing hut. Or not fishing hut, but yeah, well, yeah, it's the fishing hut and the fisher cook. We already did that. All these villager huts are now tier 5. Tier 5. What else is tier 5? Everything. Oh, the mining shack here is tier 5. That was already tier 5. That went from 4 to 5. That was real cheap and easy to do the lumberjack. Not that there's anybody in there because he kept chopping down my birch trees. Mining shack number 2. That's already been done. Here's the cow farm. The cowboy has been doing that. I've been coming through here and killing the big nasty brown cows that spawn occasionally with these cows because, you know, it could do. This is the only thing that's not been upgraded to tier 5. That's the library, because there isn't a birch library yet, which is nasty. But if I get time, maybe I'll make up a set of that. So they're all tier 5. Spent a bunch of time doing that. You could also, from the last episode, I had taken a look at what the and I'm pointing to what's not there anymore. The gatehouse that comes with mine colonies. I used that as the inspiration for doing these, and I was saying, yeah, I love the spruce, but it felt like it was disconnected, so I did a little bit of the trim. Oh yes. What are you doing outside, Lorena? You're not supposed to be outside there at all. She must have. Some of the places here. Let's turn on my backpack jet. Some of these guys are able to get out because there are a few places where the trees have grown close enough that they can hop over the edge. Silly person. Anyway, so I've gone ahead and fixed this. Oh, do you like this? This has a line of fire, plus it's got these dispensers, so you could, you know, put arrows, you could put fire charge, you know, whatever sort of thing you want to, as a way of defending yourself against the bad guys. There just really isn't a good way of triggering them. So, yeah, the hovering. Stop with the hovering. Whee! Anyway, so I've gone ahead and updated each of the gate areas, so they now have the actual gate bits. So that actually is nicely protected, except I think one of the spots was over here. Yeah, you can see this tree here has grown close enough to the wall that I've seen some of my guys several times have hopped up over along here. Oh, hey. It's eclipse time, which means that the astral sorcery constellation that only shows up every 36 days, that'll happen tonight. Not that I care right now. Anyway, so this, they're all blocked out, which is very, very nice. But one of the things that I do plan on doing is breaking the doors and allowing the barbarian hordes to come in. Now, the barbarian hordes haven't been coming through because this is geared for running on a server, and I've actually not had them come because they've been disabled. So I'm going to edit the config file to allow the barbarian hordes to go ahead and attack because that's a fun thing, because I want to defend each of my areas with a different method. Oh, speaking of different methods, I went ahead and several people were saying, you could just put your chest right up against the excavator and it'll fill up, which it did. So that's perfect. And then I decided to try a different mod, redstone paste. If you take your comparator and you put a sticky piston. No, a slime ball with the red with your comparator. It becomes a let's break that. It becomes this, the sticky comparator. And if I point it down there, it takes the information and runs it along like a normal comparator, except it doesn't have to be flat on the ground. It can be stuck on the side, which I like. I like that a lot. And then this here is the redstone paste. And I'm running it along here, up to here, and pushed it into this redstone piece so that it can turn it off when this has sufficient stuff in it. Plus I have a lever so I can force it to be off regardless of how much stuff I put in here. See, if I take out that stack, there, this is all turned off. It's gone 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it can't go any further. So obviously it needs more content in there. There, and it just turned the redstone on. So I can turn that off as I want. Anyway, so the idea I wanted to have was to go ahead and block each one of these areas using a different method. And where are you guys going? Oh, they're hungry. They're going to get some food. So the first method I'm going to use is astral sorcery. And let's zip over to here, and I'm going to... What are you guys doing out? I'll have to recall them again. Let's go ahead and just go dink right there. And let's zip back because I need to do a link to the ritual. And it's got a, if I remember right, it's a 25 by 25 or possibly 23 by 23 killing area. So link. And that's the ritual that kills any mobs. And so I'm going to go ahead and bring that ritual over to here. This area isn't fully lit up. This side has the least amount of lighting up. So this will go ahead and there. That'll start killing mobs in this area. And so I actually don't need this door here anymore. Or that door. And the guys can go in and out. Don't go too far, guys, or you will get swarmed by mobs. But so there's one way of stopping the mobs from coming in. The next method, and we'll do it down there, I'm going to use Botania. And let's zoom down to my Botania area. No, I'm dropping. Oh, I've got the hover on. Hover's off. There we go. Okay, so in here, let's grab these bits. All right. Oh, and I don't have a bucket on me. Do I have? I do have a bucket there. Perfect. All right, let's get some water into here. And I want you and you and you and a seed. And it gets me the bellthorn, which will destroy mobs in a range around it. But I want it to be floating because floating is always nice. Let's get a little bit more water in there. That way it's prepped for the next time. And that's all I need. I've got everything else I need for this. So let's... do I have my... I do have my wand. Okay, cool. That was the other thing I was wondering. Whether or not I had it. Okay, so over here, I'm going to put... Let's put... Turn the hover back on. Because it's just out of my flight range right here. So mana pool, and the bellthorn I'll stick right there. And I'm going to bind... It is bound already to that first mana pool that is the closest. Cool. And let's go ahead and hit sparks on these. Dink dunk. And then this one's going to have the dominant spark. Click. There we go. So if I put my band of mana in there, it will fill up this mana pool, but that dominant spark will suck it over to here. So this gives me 2 mana pools worth of mana storage. So I'm going to go ahead and... Jim, you're not supposed to take... Okay. Well, that tells me that this is going to damage my NPCs. Dang it. That was going to be my second method. All right. Well, can't use my floating bellthorn. Well, poop. I'm not going to lie. Not being able to use the Botania flower, that bellthorn, really bugs. Because that was one of my plans. So what can we do instead? Well, I could put down my dragon and let my dragon go ahead and tear up. Thank you. I'd let him tear up the bad guys, except for two problems. I've only seen these guys go after passive mobs like sheep and whatnots, and so I don't think it's going to work, not to mention the fact that he wanders. And so that's not going to be really useful. So I decided, heck with it, I'm going to go ahead and over in this corner, instead of that one, I'm going to go ahead and put the Bellthorn down anyway. I don't care. So I set it up here. It's just outside the lip there, and since nothing can get to it at this point, and none of my NPCs, well, unless they're really stupid and fall over, are going to be just fine, I'm going to let this run here, and that is plenty of mana to do that. There's a little bit of light kicked around. Let's see, F4. I put a little bit of light around here, so hey, need some light there. There. So nothing really should spawn right in this area anyway, but it'll be good to go ahead and kill them off. So I'm going to use the Botanio stuff here, and we've got the Arcane Sorcery over there. So the next two methods, I'm going to go tech, because those are magical. So let's do the tech thing. All right, so looking up here, Bellthorn's done, Ritual Anchor's done. Turret from Tech Guns. I've not made one of those, so let's actually see what is needed. What all do I have? None of that stuff. I need concrete? Really? Okay, well, we'll make concrete. First, I need to make 2 of these electric engines. I have plenty of those parts, but I need copper. So copper, go away. I find this to be the easiest way to make wire. That's real easy. I need 8. Woohoo! Questy too. All right, so let's go back to here, go back to there, make one of you, and concrete. I've got, that's reinforced concrete. That's not the same thing. Well, poopy. All right, so I need that, and any dye. Well, I happen to have lots of dye, so let's make some concrete powder. Oh, white. I can make plenty of white. I don't need much of those. Oh, but I do need some water. None around here. Hey, look, I've got a lot of water sources right here. Let's go ahead and do this. Blop, 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 blop. Oh, come on. There we go. And we'll just break that, and it'll just turn that into concrete instead of the powder. Done. Yeah, if I have a not the fluidic plenisher, not fluid transposer. If I've got one of those, that's a fantastic way to make lots of concrete in bulk, but I don't, so we'll go ahead and do without and dump that in there. That's 1 turret, 2 turrets. I'm betting because it's tech, I've got to power it, so I've got my quantum entangloporters. I love these little beasties. Ooh, I got to make some more atomic alloy. All right, let's head on up, and we'll go over this way. And, I should get rid of those doors over there. I'll do that later. All right, so I'm going to grab these for fun. And we'll go, yeah, about that distance. Because what I want to do is force these guys to stay. Actually, I was going to put down one of these and put the turret on top, but I think instead I will put that there, and now we'll put the turret on top. And top, okay. Ooh, looks like it's even higher up. All right. In that case, you're going down here. Really, Jocelyn? These people talking about friggin'. All right, so power out, set, and side config, energy, eject, and I want to output from the top. Cool. Let's put that there. And now this has a whole bunch of what's-its. We'll put in a gun. Oh, sure enough, there's the gun. Oh, do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? Are you pointing at me? It's pointing at me. Okay, we need to set this up. So, honor, target animals, no PvP. Attack enemies. Neutrals, allies of team, everybody know. Enemies, target animals, no. Really? Okay, so it actually fired without any ammo in it, which is very interesting. So that was the target animals, and these it targeted them. Oh, that's really bad. Now, is he targeting? No, he's definitely not targeting me. Okay, so attack enemies. Let's. Now it is tracking me. Oh, that's very, very funky. Okay, let's take this and put this in here. Do you take any of the... Oh, you do take these. All right, I'm going to give you half of these. And let's put down the other entangleporter. Set to power. Eject, output to top. Click that on there. Put the next one in here. Give it some power. You are going to attack enemies. I think everything else should be fine. I could, and I probably should, right here it should have some armor to prevent it from causing problems. And what is that? Maybe the empties? Something like that. So I'm going to... Really? Are you going to attack each other? I don't know. We'll find out. So I'm assuming the barbarian hordes would come running through here as they come streaming in. And I want these guys to target them as they're forced to come through here as opposed to fanning out going elsewhere. Oh, I should put down some soul sand here because that will slow them down too. Okay, I'll definitely do that. So that they will be slowed down. But I'm going to try these guys out and see how they work. They're funky. They're very funky. And it looks really disturbing that they're tracking me. There, see? They're tracking me. Maybe it's just movement. And then it... No, that's definitely tracking me. All right. So there's the tech guns turrets. And so I need to go ahead and do another set of turrets. Oh, let's get rid of the doors over here while I'm thinking of it. Not that it's going to matter because they're so high up, nothing's going to get in there. There we go. And we're safe to go. And yeah, it's over by one. It's not really centered because this is a 2 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 4 wide. It's an even instead of an odd, and that's an even. Anyway, I prefer odd as opposed to even builds, but that's just the way it turned out. Okay, so I need to do the same sort of thing over here with some guns. And let's put the fences down while I've got them, and then I can ignore them. And let's see, we did about yay many. And then I will put 2 more turrets here. But first I got to make some immersive engineering things because I'm going to go with the immersive engineering gun turret, which means all of these sort of things. All right. For this, I've got to make this. And then to make bullets for that, I need something else. And so there's several things that need to be built to make this happen. It's night, and we've got a couple of these bad guys here. Will they track me? Okay, test. Ooh, that's working. Although they're aggroing fast enough, and how? Okay, so it is using up some ammo pretty well. I can make lots of that ammo. That's not a problem. But that works out really nicely. Oh, there's another guy. Hello, farmer. Would you like to come attack me? Yeah, he's not pathing. Where are you pathing? There he is. Oh, he's got a gun. Not for long. I've got machine guns. Although I should be going ho ho ho. Ooh. Yeah, definitely need some armor for these guys. I'm gonna snag, yeah. Snag that stuff. So, yes, this is definitely working. Ooh. Pistol craft. There you go. Take him down, take him down. Yeah, see, these guards, they spawn automatically. There's some more over there. So, yes, this is... No, Camden, stop that. You're not supposed to go out there. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. Well, he's a dummy. Alrighty, let's see how fast I can do this. So I went ahead and created the engineer's workbench, and I got some blueprints in here. One of the things that's confusing is you've got all these different recipes for blueprints, but they do different things. This blueprint, if you hold the crouch key, this makes molds for the metal press, so you don't need it unless you're actually doing that. This one I definitely need because this makes the vacuum tubes and the circuit board that the vacuum tubes are used in, so I definitely want that. This one here does the ammunition that I will need, so I went ahead and made all of these because eventually I'm going to make the metal press, but right now, nah. Anyway, so I put that engineer's press in place, and it says the recipe I need the nickel plate, glass, copper wire, and redstone to give me vacuum tubes. Give me the freaking tubes. There we go. For some reason it was saying, no, don't want to do that. All right. And then I want to make the a second one of these circuit boards. Perfect. All right. So let's, because I'm going to be making two at once. So this one is the ammo one. We'll just keep that off to the side. Alrighty, so stuff. I've got one of these. Actually, I've got two of these here. I need to make turntables. 1, 2. Toss that in there. I need to make extended magazines. 1. Oh, did I not have 2 of those? Well, fine. Let's make a second one. Okay, now I can make it. All right, so there's my double. Oh, they don't stack? Well, fine. Go in there. I need to make 2 precision scopes. 1 scope, 2 scope. Red scope, green scope. All right, and then I need to make these. Okay, so, well, iron ingots. Got it. Wooden grips. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to here. 2 revolver hammers. 1 hammer, 2 hammer. Revolver barrels. Oh, they stack. Oh, very nice. And I think the final thing, this drum piece. Oh, I need more of these. 1, 2. Just enough. And more steel. 1 drum, 2 drums. I think I can make these revolvers. 1 revolver, 2 revolver. All right, now I can make the gun turrets. Oh. Why can't you actually pull that out of there? Silly thing. Do you stack? You do stack. Hot diggity. All right. Let's go ahead and while we can, I'm going to pull this one out, and this is the projectiles. And I want to make the castle cartridge, which I don't know how you'd pronounce that. That needs a bunch of these empty casings, which is copper. And I could do it more, copper, if I had, if I happen to have the press, which I don't. So I'm going to go ahead and make a stack. Let's make 2 stacks of you. Well, stack-ish. All right, and so that goes into here. Looking at this, gunpowder and lead nuggets. So we'll put some of you. We need gunpowder. 2 stacks of gunpowder. Don't split the stacks. And then I need lead. I'm having hard times typing. 1 stack, 2 stack, 3 stack, 4 stack. Okay, that should be enough to make the whatsits I need. Oh, cool. Okay. You and you and you and you make me another set. All right. Cool. Let's get rid of you. Got that, got that. Let's head out there. And I set this up. Actually, I went ahead and did the the soul sand in there, because it does slow the guys down a whole bunch. And let's take you and you. Let's put free eggs. Okay, you are power out. Set you that. Nope. Set you item, eject, yes, power out the top. And let's put the gun turret there. You know, this one actually goes up and down a little bit. Nah, let's do what we did the last time and bury this guy. Are you still okay? So you are the one that I didn't use. Energy out, output. All right, and that's power out and already set up. All right, gun turret. You go there, you go there. And blacklist, so don't do me, don't do animals, don't do players, don't do neutrals. That should be sufficient to kill. And do I not give you ammo? Keep casings. Expel casings. No, let's keep casings. Now, one of the things I can do is I can input, let's see, power. Do you have power? No, it's got power. So it takes the power from the bottom, but I think the sides are where it will eject out. I think this is where I can input more casings, and the other sides I can eject out. So if they come through this side, and there's not much by way of light out here. Yeah, you can see a little bit of fringe of light, but not much. So if they come in through here, these bad boys will go ahead and shoot them, and fairly fast, if I recall right. But that should protect the group. I think I may... It's really slow. I may put here some of the these cobblestone walls to kind of keep them from staying over here. Force them to be in this area so they get tracked and killed. And there we go. Protection for my base. And I thought I had turned the barbarian invasion thing on. I thought I flipped the bit for that. I'll have to check the config file again, because I'm open for business. The barbarians can come in and they can choose any of the 4 gates I've got. They are all protected in some way or another. Just not a dragon, because, you know, I could ride the dragon, run around and flame everybody below me, but that might be traumatic and probably not a good idea, so I won't do that. Anyway, this has been Grok the Duck Farmer here, protecting my base with a little turret action, Botania, and Astral Sorcery here on the World of Dragons mod, and having fun. And thanks for watching. Bye.